This is a short video to explain the difference between diffusion and osmosis. Let's start with the definitions. When we talk about osmosis and diffusion, we're talking about transporting liquids and particles between parts of the cell or different cells. So we talk, there's always things moving between cells. So in osmosis, the process of moving water across a semi-permeable membrane. You can see here that there's like a little wall here in osmosis where the particles move from one side to the other, passing through this semi-permeable membrane. In diffusion, on the other hand, we don't need that wall here. It just goes from higher concentration to lower concentration. So you'll see that when it'll transfer the in particles from one side to the other without having to pass through a wall. Some examples of this for osmosis is a gummy bear. If you take a gummy bear and put it in a glass of water, you'll see that it'll start to swell with the water. So what's happening is that semi-permeable outside of the gummy bear is letting the water soak into the inside of the gummy bear and swelling up the gummy bear with water. This is why when you're in the bathtub, your fingers get all wrinkly because you're soaking in water. And the diffusion, you can think of the way a perfume fills the air with the particles. If you stand in one part of a room and you spray your perfume in that room, at first you'll only smell it right around you, but then as those perfume particles diffuse into the air, it will be able to be smelled all over the room. So think about those two examples when you're thinking about the difference between osmosis and diffusion. As you look at this Venn diagram, you can see that in osmosis, we have the solvent migrates across a semi-permeable membrane. So there's a little wall between the two sides of where we want things to go across. And only the one part of the solvent moves. In the diffusion side of transport, we don't need that cell membrane. All right, so the solution will go from higher concentration to lower concentration. It'll start spreading across the cell. The whole idea of this cell transport is to get the solution in the cell concentrated to be equalized. It's called equilibrium. So both osmosis and diffusion are trying to get an equilibrium in the cell. So we're going to watch just a small little video about this concept. So I hope this helps explain the differences between osmosis and diffusion. Thank you for watching.